Don't leave me, Talia, Damon murmured. Don't leave. Damon's words touched Talia's soul in a way she couldn't explain, and the world around them faded. The amusement park, loud music, cheers and screams from people taking rides, packs, and responsibilities all disappeared. Only the two of them, Damon and Talia, remained. Talia recalled their talk on the bench. Damon lost his parents and friends, yet he said he felt no loneliness because she stood by his side. And then she left. Talia knew well the feeling of being alone, without anyone to share life's joys and sorrows. She remembered how much happiness Olivia brought into her life just by being there and treating her kindly, and how hollow she felt when Olivia left the pack. Talia thought that maybe, just maybe, if it involved holding hands and providing company, she could be that someone who relieved Damon's loneliness until he found his Luna. She realized that the more time she spent with Damon, the more it would hurt her when he moved on. But she saw this as her chance to repay him for his kindness. After all, Alpha Damon gave her a second lease on life, and if she could be a person who made him less lonely by holding his hand, she would do it. Talia's arms snaked around Damon, and she rested her head on his chest.
As long as you need me, I won't leave, Damon.
Her words barely rose above a whisper, but Damon heard her clearly. Damon's wolf wagged his tail at this. Talia said she would not leave, and that meant a great deal. Damon felt happy as well, but he needed more. Damon touched Talia's chin to lift her head so he could see her face. He observed her keenly for a few long seconds before asking, "What if I need you forever?" Talia wanted to say how no such thing existed. Sooner than later, he would find his Luna, or his next pet project, and he would forget all about her. But she didn't want to nitpick.
Then, I will stay by your side forever.
Damon's breath hitched. She said it. Forever. Remember your words, Talia.
This isn't about words, but about actions. When you don't need me anymore, I'll know, and I'll leave. You won't need to say anything.
Damon understood that as long as he treated Talia right, she would stay by his side. That sounded good, because he had no intention of harming her. But what if he did it accidentally? "Promise me one thing," he demanded. "Promise that no matter what happens, you won't leave without an explanation." Talia thought this seemed acceptable. After all, when he found his Luna, or whatever girl he decided to tease next, there would be no need for lengthy explanations, and he wouldn't care about her reason for leaving.
All right.
Talia agreed. Damon tightened his hug around Talia, and a second later, he sat on the ground and pulled her to sit on his lap. He cradled her in his arms and buried his face in the crook of her neck, enjoying the sweet, citrusy scent of freesia and delightful sparks that tingled wherever they touched. The clingier Damon became, the more guilty Talia felt. She should have returned to the bench and not acted out like a child running away from home. She wanted to apologize, and she hoped he wouldn't ask for an explanation because she didn't have one to give.
I'm sorry for...
He interrupted her. "There's no need for apologies. If you're truly sorry, don't do it again."
Okay,
she said softly, and leaned her forehead on his shoulder. "We almost lost her, damn it!" Damon said to his wolf while tightening his hold on Talia.
But we didn't.
His wolf stated the fact.
You can feel that she enjoys our proximity. Keep going like this, and she'll accept us fully.
Damon agreed. Instead of discomfort, he sensed a warm and fuzzy feeling, and he really hoped those were Talia's emotions. Talia felt Damon's fingers making small circles on her back and thought how silly it seemed that the scary alpha acted so clingy. But Damon wanted to cuddle, and she let him have it. She hoped no one important would see them like this, but with the way they sat, both of their faces remained hidden, so it seemed fine. Is this okay? Damon's words splashed on her neck.
Yes.
She responded in a whisper, surprised that she lacked the strength to talk properly. Are you comfortable? Talia nodded.
Yes.
She truly felt comfortable. Just like every time before, Damon's hold felt warm and solid, and she loved his scent. And she loved most that they could sit in silence without any awkwardness. Talia wondered why she left. Did she leave because Damon talked with those two women? Now that she calmed down, Talia thought how silly that seemed. Even if there were 5 women, they didn't compete with Talia because she didn't compete. She felt unsure if she could even call Damon a friend and had no idea what she meant to him, and she feared finding out. If he said he saw her as his friend, she wouldn't believe him. And if he called her his pet or a temporary source of amusement, it would sadden her, so she decided not to ask.
Damon?
Hmm?
When are we going back home?
Never. He responded without missing a beat. He liked that she called it home. Talia couldn't believe this.
We need to go back eventually.
Damon lifted his head to see her face, and Talia blushed instantly because they sat super close. Their noses nearly touched. You don't like it here with me, Kitty? It took her a moment to realize he called her Kitty because of the headband she wore.
It's not that I don't like it, but both of us have things to do, and...
She didn't know how to finish this. Damon gave her a half smile. You like it, I like it, and that's all that matters. We can stay here until one of us doesn't like it anymore. Talia wondered how he could be so easygoing.
Tomorrow is the summer solstice, and everyone is busy with preparations. It doesn't seem right that we're here relaxing.
Damon knew Talia spoke the truth, but he didn't want to go back. Ages passed since he took a day off, and it involved just him and Talia and no one else. And he wanted to prolong this as much as possible. It barely reached lunchtime. Damn it! There are still many rides for us to try.
We can try them next time.
Next time. He liked that. So far, he always felt a cramp in his chest out of fear that Talia would disappear, and he wouldn't find her. Yet now she said, next time, which meant she would stay longer. Forever, hopefully. Damon planned to spend the whole day here and ended with a magnificent view of the sunset from the Ferris wheel. And if things looked promising, he would go for the kiss on the lips. But next time sounded good also. He would take it. Maybe next time they would do more than just hold hands. Who knew? Damon lowered his head and nudged her neck with his nose, making her hair stand on end. He hummed, and she felt his lips moving against the skin of her neck as he spoke, his every word sending jolts of electricity through her body. I enjoy holding you like this, Kitty. Give me a few more minutes. Talia gripped Damon's shirt to steady herself. She sat on Damon's lap with his solid arms holding her against his chest, and her mind spun. She thought she might faint, but she didn't. The sensation felt new, yet she didn't want it to stop. And part of her regretted bringing up going back home because for a reason unknown to Talia, right there in Damon's arms, she felt a sense of belonging that made her loneliness disappear, and she wished they could stay like that forever.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.